Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Mountain Medicine Tarot. I'm going to do a reading for July 2016. Many of you are going through a birthday right now. Congratulations and happy birthday to you. Little sister signs going on here. What I have is the Medicine Wheel Tarot Spread. This is a Native American deck that I'm using called the Sacred Path Cards by Jamie Sams. What I'm going to go over with you right now is how I'll start the reading off and what the overall spread is going to look like. This right here is switched. My right is left and my left is right. So I'm getting used to that. This is my first YouTube channel attempt at tarot, so bear with me here as far as cropping videos and stuff like that. I'm not good at this whole computer thing. So, excuse me, what I will start with is how this spread is going to look. It's a 4-direction spread. We will start in the south, even though the sun rises in the east and you would think number 1 is east. We will start in the south so that we have, it goes like this. It's like we have 25%, 50%, 75%, and we come full circle at the east, which we will start. So we start here to kind of go backwards. This is the past. This is the introspection. This is what's inside of ourselves. This is all-knowing, kind of a wisdom energy, and this is the beginning and illumination. So going back here is where we will start. The wolf has 2 aspects. They are both childlike. So it's very past-oriented, very social energy. Okay, so we have the one which is where he's howling. This is a victim and a mourning. It's a sad, it's like howling at the moon for no reason. That's one aspect of the wolf. The second aspect is the childlike trickster, the timid maybe, but the playful aspect, because they're one of the only animals that are seen playing with their food, coyotes and wolves, the similar medicine. Some of them will come into a farmer's place, farm, whatever, and will destroy all of the sheep and then run away, and it's like they're laughing. Okay, so that's where they get this from. Then we have the bear, which should be at the west, but like I said, it's mirrored, so bear with me on that. The bear is introspection. She is a female energy. They are very independent, very good mothers. You never see bears with anybody else. They don't move in packs and so forth, where the social energy of the wolf does. They move a lot on their own unless they are a mother, in which they stay with their young for 2 to 5 years and eventually just kind of go off. Okay, so it's very independent, very strong energy over here on the west. The other aspect of the bear is that she goes into a cave all by herself to hibernate all year long, not all year long, for a season of the year, and come out a brand new being, seeing the light for the first time type of an aspect. Okay, and then we have the buffalo, which is very wise, very abundant. The buffalo get the abundant scenario because in ancient times, very, very ancient times, the buffalo did not necessarily run. The herds were humongous, and they supplied the tribe with 95% of every single thing they need, okay? So it's a very selfless, a very wise, a very old, a very abundant soul, okay? And then we have the beginning, which is the sunrise, and the eagle is the representation of that. The eagle is special because he flies so high that once he flies to a point where you can't see him anymore, it's like he crosses over to the other realm, and then he brings messages back. Because he is on this plane of the red road. I call it the red road because mountains are red, the soil is often red. And then, so we have that, and crossing it is the blue road, which is of spirit. You think of like smoke, and you think of the sky, and that's the blue road, okay? And he is the messenger, and he is kind of what we call spirit lines. When there's artwork to be done in Native American, like this guy here, he has a spirit line kind of coming out of his mouth and then goes down into his center body. That would be his spirit line, and that is what the eagle is a connection, and that's why we come full circle to get there. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to start shuffling the cards for Gemini, coming up to be July 2016. Happy birthday, Gemini, the sister sign. I am using normal average zodiac signs that you might find in a newspaper, just because people are a little bit more familiarized with that than Native American zodiacs, and because we have stuff falling. Because we have so many different tribes and different bands that might think differently as far as zodiacs go. So I'm going to start here in the middle. These two fell out, so they are obviously needed. We are going to start in the middle, which is going to be kind of the overall vibe of the reading. The self, like we said, is the childhood. Childlike self. I shouldn't say it has to do with childhood because it doesn't necessarily have to. Okay, and then we have the West there, introspection, going inside the self. And then we have the Wisdom card of all knowing. Okay, grandfather energy, abundance, wisdom. Oh my gosh. She always yelps. It's my dog. You'll hear her pitter-patter in here too. Okay, and then we have the East for illumination. I'll start in the middle. The pipe, inner knowing. Okay, so, and underneath the deck, war bonnet, upside down. Okay, so we'll start here. This little guy, as you can see, is a war bonnet. It's made out of many, many pieces. Something to be noted about this is that every single little piece of this puzzle has to come together to make the whole before it can be used. Okay, so if you have got this war bonnet card, which you do, this is telling you you have earned every single one of these feathers. That's a lot of flippin' feathers, okay? You have gone through it. You have, maybe this is even like a fox's tail. You know, this is like a beaded medallion is usually in like the earpiece section. And then you've got like porcupine quills maybe. Someone spent a lot of time making this for you of things you've collected like since childhood, okay? So ignore my fingers going up there. My computer goes to sleep and it drives me nuts, so I have to like wake it up. Okay, so very cool card. This means that you have completed a lot of tasks recently and you are now kind of reaping the rewards of moving forward. Okay, so we'll leave that there, face up so that you can see it. And then in the middle, the pipe. This has come up in every single one of the readings so far. Not that there's been very many, because you guys are only like the third sign, but anyhow. The pipe is the very first. This is inner peace and finding your own answers, knowing inside yourself what to do next. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of independence right now with the advancement, and then with this, it's like you know where you're going and you're head fast and you're doing it, right? Your birthday's coming up and just gone, whatever, and you're like feeling it, okay? You're doing it. This is awesome energy to start out reading with, okay? Then we have introspection right here. Cradle board. Cool. Okay, so it is upside down. There's a baby in here, but that doesn't mean a baby is coming or that a baby is manifesting. It could. There's a possibility that maybe that's been on your mind or something like that. But what you are in this card and what this card represents is the actual board. Okay? The cradle board is somewhat of a backpack that people would haul around the babies in. Okay? And there's a lot of pieces to this puzzle. So we have artwork surrounding the baby. Maybe a protective thing. Maybe this wants to be a warrior, so we're going to protect the next generation. Okay, the baby is the next 7 generations. The tribe will come together to make this cradle board and make it perfect for that baby, because that baby has a specific role to play, which the tribe is most of the time all knowing of what this baby's going to be, whether it be a storyteller, a chief, a warrior, maybe a mother figure for everyone in the tribe. A lot of times they're so connected that they see the baby before it comes. You know, they're in connection to the other realm a lot. So you'll see this type of thing in the cards. But mostly what this is kind of maybe like a preparation for a baby. Maybe you're setting stones, you're creating your little cradle board so that one day you can have that baby, okay? But mainly you're making tools, you're pulling in different aspects that you'll need eventually in order to pass down to the 7 generations that are coming. So it has to do with taking the things that are available to you, putting them to use in the future. This might have nothing to do with the baby at all. You will know, okay? So it's the ability to respond. It's the ability to take what you have and make something of it that's going to assist the whole, to assist the next 7 generations, okay? Then, oh my gosh, and I went the wrong way. How crazy. Okay, so in the past, the recent past is what I would call this card. So, and the childlike self, we see the cradle board again. Look, it's there again. The next 7 generations is very important to you, or maybe a baby, having a baby is very important to you. Okay, but the message of this card, but don't get stuck on that, okay? Be very careful because we get what we think about whether we like it or not. If you are having a child, want to have a child, and you're thinking about nothing but a child, you could be walking totally away from it because you're turning your back, because you're sitting there, I don't have it yet, I don't have it yet. So you're having more of not having because that's what you're thinking, okay? So be careful of that mentality of not having yet. You're in a position of change, okay? This card has a lot more to do, rites of passage. You might have heard this term before. It has to do with making steps and steps and steps of like your ups and downs, like becoming a man, becoming a woman. So right now what you could be doing is instead of concentrating on this, you're dropping this in yourself. This is you and only you. You are no longer a child. You are moving to the next step of life. You are walking along your path, going up and down these hills, up until you get here to where you would drop your body or drop the robe, as they call it, and move on to the blue road, like I was saying, of spirit. Okay, so this has a lot more to do with your own personal journey. This has a lot more to do with creating steps and jumping from one hill to another. Okay, so slow but steady wins the race. Then we would go to introspection. But like I said, I don't know how to crop videos yet, so anyway, we're just going to leave it as it is because you get it. So steps on steps, you begin, and this is what you've been doing. You've been concentrating on this. Like I said, you have been earning your feathers, okay, Gemini? You have been working really hard lately, and you may have been getting kind of a one-track mind, maybe, okay? But a lot of success going on for you. So we go from south to west to north, which is the all-knowing space. Oh my gosh. Okay, if I had to guess, if I had to put money on it, there's a baby involved, okay? Either now or later, but this is fertility. This guy, I have chills right now, Gemini. This guy is a flute player. He is super, super smexy. He goes from tribe to tribe playing his flute for the women who can't get pregnant. This is just the theology, okay? Like I said, do not one-track mind this right now. Because if it doesn't happen now, this doesn't have to be this month. This doesn't have to be right now. This could be this season, this year, you know? But this guy plays his flute in the tents of women who can't necessarily get pregnant or who have manifested a special child to where this man comes and impregnates her. Now, this isn't disgusting. This is an ancient way of, this is an ancient character, okay? He shows up, and see how his knee, was evolved by Western culture to be less disgusting than what, you know, as perceived, which is really dumb. Anyway, this is meant to be his genitalia, okay? He is very good at what he does. He is well renowned for being that, and he is a sexual god, and it's okay, all right? So the fertility, but then again, like I said, there's lots of advancements going on. You're going through lots of steps in your life, so fertility can be also fertile ground to plant your seeds, okay? It doesn't have to be a baby. This can be anything that is starting anew. A new job, a new place of living, a new relationship, whatever it is, you're on fertile ground and keep going forward. This is a very good advancement card as well as everything else you have. So awesome, awesome month coming. Okay, We also have over to the east a great smoky mirror. Interesting. So, this guy also has shown up a lot in the readings today. I have two. Okay, so you see that he has his pipe. Check that out. This guy has gone with his pipe, taken it to his hill. He now has it. He's sitting alone where he is here to manifest something. He's here to see something for what it truly is, okay? And maybe this is it, Gemini, that you're one-track mind on a baby. And I get so excited to tell you that it's coming, and now you're over here to say, wait, it's going up in smoke. Maybe something just happened where you lost the baby. Something, you need to slow down, Gemini. Even if you are trying to manifest a baby, you're walking away from it by being too concentrated. Perhaps. However, this might be, see, and this is, I'm looking at the placement of the cards also, okay? Now I picked them all up. This is east, and he was upside down. This little guy is in the middle, and this one down south. Okay, so let me take a second here, because we have a lot going on. There's advancement, possibly 2 different directions, a baby, a move, a new relationship, a new business endeavor. You will know. And if this is a personal reading, I can go more in depth of whichever one it is. Okay, so I do recommend you do that. In the recent past, / in the childlike sector, moving forward, change, positive change. Moving forward in steps that make sense. Collecting your own, I'm getting motherhood, you guys. Like, if you're watching this, there's a very good possibility. Keep trying, keep your head up, but do not lose your head, okay? Keep grounded, stay on the ground. Don't just run for this, because you might be turning your back on it by concentrating on the wrong aspect of babies, okay? But holy cow. Fertility in the same exact, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this here. This is wonderful because advancement could be in so many ways. Okay, something, we have 2 that flipped. Standing people. Okay, I'm going to illuminate on this one over here, which is going to be our east shield, right? As far as you're looking at it? Good. Okay, so a vision quest is coming. Seeking and finding. Yeah, you've been thinking about this for a long time. This is something that you have been asking for. Look at you. You're over here with your arms up like, please, for the love of everything holy, please, please. And you're seeking, and you're seeking, and you're finally to a point where you're finding, because this is in the move forward beginning position. So you have been seeking this for a long time. Secondly, we have standing people. Now, everything is people to Native Americans because the spirit is so strong in ancient times, okay? There was hardly any veil. You know, you hear the veil in different religions and things. There was hardly any of that. People could go sit on a hill, like I said, and just see things, and they didn't even have to try to meditate, okay? And this here is such a wonderful card. It's a tree. Embody the tree. There are 2 things that they do. They plant their roots and they give their fruit. Those 2 things, grounded and blossoming at the same time. Something that humans have a hard time doing. Either you're giving and giving and giving and giving and trying and moving and you're giving all your fruit and you're forgetting about your roots. Okay, you might have roots that are like yay big into the ground, and then you're trying to like produce fruit and produce fruit and produce fruit. That makes sense. Reproduction. Holy cow, Gemini. Slow down just a little bit, okay? I know it's hard and you've been thinking about this for a long time. I get it. I really do. But you have got to get these roots down in here. You have got to start pushing into yourself and into the earth before you can just push, okay? It's coming. It's more, I mean, the cards are telling me fertility is so strong in you right now. Whether it be a baby, a new business endeavor, whatever it is, you will know. I don't know. But if you're planning for a baby, this is a good spread, okay? This is a really good sign. So I'm going to do one more on this because you've just been doing, you have been trying for so long that you're like sad over it, you're crying over it, you're like turning your back to it because you're sad. You can't be sad and ask what you want. You have to ask what you want and know that it's coming. Okay, you know, and this is the all-knowing placement. The all-knowing place is telling you the fertility is there. So calm down a little bit. Do your own personal healing. What kind of body, you know, you need to take care of your eating habits maybe. You need to take care of your own roots, where you're calling home, what your overall plan of action is. And concentrate on that plan of action. Really concentrate on things that are going good. These things are so insanely perfect right now. As far as like moving forward in steps, like you are getting there, Gemini. You are seriously considering the next 7 generations. You're doing this smart. You're taking your time. That's important. Take your time, okay? Really worry about your roots and where your health and nurturing are, okay? I feel like the next card can be nurturing. So let's see what we got here. Because this is important, you guys. This is a heavy one. Okay. Not that it's heavy. It's just super important. Like, I would really hate to give the wrong message here. So I don't want to tell you you're having a baby. It could just be that you are, okay, unity, wholeness achieved. Yeah, unity, taking care of yourself. This has a lot to do also with the 5th world of peace, okay, with this next 7 generations. Whatever baby is coming, maybe, go with me here, has a huge impact on humanity. Okay, this is a humanity card. Both of these are. This is such a big deal. The whirling rainbow, there's a prophecy of the rainbow children and the rainbow warriors, which is that the 3rd generation of the white people, you know, who came across the plains or whatever, that generation will be a turning point from the 4th world of chaos to the 5th world of peace. And their children, so our generation's children, will be reaping benefits of the 5th world of peace. So make sure that that baby that you're bringing into the world is prepared, and make sure you're prepared for this baby. This baby might come and be like a total indigo child inspiration, and you're just like, oh my gosh, like I'm not even all the way prepared like I thought I was to take care of a baby this freaking empowering. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting here. Lots of empowerment and lots of very, very humanity-serving energy going on here. So this guy illuminates, he just illuminates everything. I'm going to keep on going with cards because I'm trying to keep my readings about the same time, so about 30 minutes for each, and I know it takes some time to shuffle cards and that, but I think it's very beneficial. So take some time, Gemini. You're going fast, and I can almost feel the energy, but you know, it's that it's your birthday, maybe the sun is in your sector, maybe, I mean, there's a lot of movement, a lot of forward, go, 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 push, push, push. Make sure you're doing your rooting, okay? Whether that be in meditation, in health, in fitness, you need to be doing your own. Cycles and movement, so same thing. Goes in very well with this one. Okay, so the medicine wheel I like a lot. That's what we're doing now. This is the 4 directions. And once we go full circle in this cycle, we get the unity achieved. Okay, so you're moving forward, you're going through your cycles, and you're going to find unity. It will come full circle for you. Okay, so this thing that you've been wishing for, it will come to be. Just be patient. The one thing I like about this card that somebody else elaborated on a different reading for me was, imagine this wheel and it's turning downhill or turning whatever direction, and you're trying to run along the top of it, and then you get ran over, and then you're having to hold on and get sucked up to the top, and then you're running again to catch up, and you're down here. You just need to go to that center piece, okay, the center spoke of the wheel, and hang out for a minute. You have the control to stop the wheel for a second. You have the control to change the direction. You can decide which spoke will be the next one. You will always have some sort of support on one end or the other of the wheel, okay? Because sometimes if you're suspended, maybe you're in the middle and you're looking and it's like the ground is coming and I don't even know what way is up. Just know for a fact that this cycle continues regardless. Okay, so it goes with that like inner calm. Don't try to push it one way or another. Don't try, and I would not be doing like in vitro treatments right now or going and like trying to push it forward. This is saying like it will come, okay? It will come to be in its own time. Maybe not this month, maybe not last month, but just relax. Be the kind of body that a baby wants to embody, okay? And this is a real energy. People, I mean, there's necklaces with this little guy, and you could even just like paint a picture of him, hang him on your wall. I mean, I don't want to say that he's like a real spirit or whatever. I mean, I do believe in everything that I'm saying. This is like my personal religion. Whether or not you want to associate with it is totally up to you. But this little guy, I mean, just research him a little bit. What is the Kokopelli? You know, I've told you a little bit of what he stands for and stuff like that, but you can go into it a little bit. Maybe buy a necklace with that little guy on it, okay? To help out with this a little bit. But most of it I'm getting, even though it's advancement and it's coming quick, Gemini, it will come. Just relax, just chill, okay? Be the body that a baby would want to be inside of, okay? I know it sounds weird, and just enjoy it. Sometimes, you know, I don't know this for a fact, but some people who are trying, you know, they just have sex all the time, like boom, 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 we gotta do it, it's time, it's time, it's time, what if this is it? Okay, but think about the passion that's there that's gonna create a baby. The passion behind it, the overall vibe and passion is important, is an important aspect of that baby's creation. Okay, so it's weird to talk about sex on YouTube, but have sex with the intention of sharing passion rather than create a baby today and it's only going to be 2 seconds and then you're going to spew and it's just going to happen, okay? Take your time. Concentrate on your partner. Concentrate on your work. What it is you're, you know, are you going to be able to take 6 weeks? Is that feasible right now? You know, is your place of employment going to allow you with more time? Do those kinds of planning. It's the kind of planning that's slow and like more practical. Okay, wisdom and gratitude. Yep. Okay, so North Shield. Very powerful card. This is one of the most powerful cards you can get, okay? Wisdom and gratitude. This is like saying he's already here. He or she is already here, so you're going to be grateful for the fact that he or she is coming in her own time or his own time, okay? The law of attraction works like this. You want something really bad. That's the law of attraction. You want it. But you can do one of two things. Want it so bad that it kills you and it hurts you. Be grateful that it's already here and live in a state of mind that it's already happened and the gratitude comes before the thing. So I'm going to ask you right now, this is going to be really difficult because A, you've been waiting a long time for this. That's obvious, a very long time. But it's going to be really difficult to do, but I want you to just get excited. Like it's already happened. This is telling you it's happening. Whatever this may be, baby, business endeavor, new relationship, you know, family planning, whether that be like a scholarship or something. It could be anything. Fertility, I mean, you need to look at it as fertility means many things, which can be new adventure, new travel plans. You will know, okay? But just think of it as though it's already here, it's already happening, it's already happened. And you need to get into that state of mind where you are grateful for what is to come, okay? So, I'll put him up there. Maybe we'll do one card as an overall message. Ancestors, what do we have for this exciting time for Gemini? This is obviously a very exciting time, and just be so, I mean, I can just feel the butterflies. Like, it's just exciting, and there's new things going on. There's just, like, so much to be excited about and so much to be grateful for, okay? So let's see what we have. Okay, new abilities. Perfect. So this is a water bird. You can see how he's kind of diving in. He's kind of like giving in to the void. It's like, this is like a meditation right here. It's like a black hole. You know, and this water bird, very fluid, very slow moving, very all-knowing. It says new abilities achieved. So it's like, this card reminds me of a saying that I got in a reading one time that said, there's aspects of you that you don't even know yet. And that just struck home for me. It's just like, oh my gosh, you know, we are young. I don't care if you're 50, 60, 70, 80, or 10. We are young in comparison to our rites of passage, our overall state of being. So you could be 10 years old. You could be 29 years old. You could be moving up here and gaining on your own path and learning new abilities as you go. So in this journey, you're going to find out aspects of yourself that are brand spanking new. Okay? Thank you so much, Gemini. This is such an exciting time for you. You are going to have whatever it is you've been planning for. Like, my heart is just bursting for you because it's here. It's coming. Just give in, Gemini. Give in to the feeling of gratitude versus desperation. Okay? The reassurance is here. The universe is telling you yes. Okay? Much love and blessings. Congratulations, and keep going with a level head. Much love.